Hey y'all, and welcome back to our 30-day body ecosystem challenge. If you've seen the first video, the intro video, you know that our challenge is built on sleep, fasting, hydration, nutrition, and exercise. So before I also say anything about intermittent fasting, I'm putting a disclaimer out there. I am not a certified nutritionist, dietitian, medical expert, any of those things. My daughter asked me a question about fasting earlier this summer. I went to good old YouTube University and found some really helpful tips from two individuals, Dr. Jason Fung and Dr. Ian Smith. I will put links to their YouTube channels in this video. But again, these information is all about the things that I have learned from them. So what is intermittent fasting? Well, intermittent means non-continuous, and fasting means any time that you're not eating or putting food into your mouth, just like the word breakfast, break, fast. Intermittent fasting has been very helpful for me. It's helped me learn how to manage my hunger cues, maintain my weight, lose weight, and even gain weight if I wanted to eat in a calorie surplus. But when you gain the weight, it's more purposeful and in the right places. So let's get back to the top with the hunger cues. When you switch your body into eating the intermittent fasting schedule, your body will learn how not to be hungry and when to be hungry. Just like when we have busy schedules, and you wake up, you go to work, you got back to back meetings. Before you know, it's 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, and you've not eaten anything. But you've gotten hungry during that time, but food wasn't available or food was not the priority. So the hunger cue came and the hunger cue left. And you probably had something to drink, but nothing to eat. And when you did eat, you probably weren't as ravenous and didn't eat a whole lot when you did sit down to that meal. So we want to use that premise in order to help us slim down, drop some weight, and definitely most important, drop that fat. I am going to show you really quickly what a traditional 16-hour fast would be like for a fasting person. I say 16 hours because 16 hours is the industry standard for fasting. It's very easy to manage and it is restrictive, but not restricting. So with that being said, let's give you a little glimpse of what your life could be like. So if you decided to take on intermittent fasting, which you will in this challenge because you've accepted, and we're going to start out with the eating window. So eating and fasting window are pretty much self-explanatory. Eating food, not eating food. So from noon to 8, your eating window would open up, right? Between 8 and 10, your fasting window would start. That 8 and 10 is very important. Not those times, but that time frame. If you've seen the first video, you know that it's important to stop eating 2 hours before bed. It helps your body be clear of food in your stomach. That way it's not trying to determine, your sleep cycle versus processing and digesting that food in your body. And also you're not laying down on that food, taking in more calories because your body has slowed down. Therefore your digestion is slowed down. So it's very important that you allot 2 hours before bed to start your fasting window, right? So you've gone through the night, you're going to bed at 10, you're waking up at 6 because you're gonna get 8 hours of sleep. I think we need 6.5, between 6.5 and 8 hours, 6.5 at the bare minimum, but the golden goose is the 8 hours. So you've gotten that good 8 hours of sleep, and when you wake up, you're still in that fasting window. So you've eaten, food's digested, you slept, that energy is good and stored up in your body when you wake up at 6 a.m. So somewhere between 6 and noon, because that fasting window opens up again at noon because we're at the next day, you are going to get your exercise in. Exercising while you're fasted really helps you drop the weight quickly. And not only are you dropping weight and calories, you get into that good old fat. So let's talk about that. Once you've reached the 16-hour window, your body kicks over into fat burning. Meaning if your stomach's empty, your food's all broken down from the previous day, your body really starts to burn the fat in your body. So if you're insulin resistant, have high blood pressure, 20 plus pounds more overweight, it's really, really important that you try to get in all your exercise during your fasted period. Once that fasted period's over, you're going to take in that good nutrition. So if you want to know what that good nutrition is, see me in the next